Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Wrestling Tracks.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Wrestling Tracks. We would like to apologize for our technical difficulties. David Burton was supposed to do the show. I guess we got how to log on and everything. We'll teach him later. But we are live nonetheless. 30 minutes, so let's get started. So, Stephanie McMahon made a historic announcement tonight. And the announcement was, for the first time ever, we will have the Women's Royal Rumble match. Okay. So we have a Women's Royal Rumble match for the first time ever, in addition to the traditional Royal Rumble match. That's going to be awesome. That's going to be January 28th at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. And you can guarantee, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be all the way live. If you missed Clash of Champions last night, is what you saw. Check this out right quick. Hang on a second. Mojo Rawley defeated Zack Ryder. Dolph Ziggler defeated Baron Corbin and Bobby Roode. Hang on a second here. One second, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Bobby Roode and Baron Corbin lost to Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler is our new United States champion. The Usos retained the title against the New Day, against Chad Gable, Shelton Benjamin, and against Rusev and Aiden English. Happy Rusev Day, by the way. Charlotte is the women's champion in a lumberjack match. The Belgian brothers obviously defeated Breezango. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn they still have a job. Oh, one second here. I'm trying to get our guest in the house. We only got 30 minutes. So he need to quickly answer the phone there. But anyway, nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, we had a great pay-per-view last night. I wasn't really feeling it last night. That's why I kind of rushed it last night. Wasn't really feeling it. But I give that pay-per-view like a C-. I'll give that a C-, ladies and gentlemen. All right. David Burton finally made it. What's up?
I'm good. Had a little technical difficulties, but I'm here.
Man, I should take you to Suplex City, man. You wasn't ready.
How about that segment, huh? That first segment. Best segment on the show, other than the final segment. Seeing Lesnar come out.
You got 23 minutes to go for it.
Okay. First, I want to start off with some sad news. I don't know if anybody's heard, but Kamala, the legendary Ugandan giant who's currently on life support after battling 20 years of a very, very, very bad disease. And he's had both his legs amputated. He's, again, currently on life support. It's a sad thing to see. One of his kids tweeted a picture of him being visited by his longtime friend Coco Beware. Just looking at the picture and seeing it online was just sad. Just sad. One of the saddest things I've seen all year. Horrible. And I'm trying to remember exactly what he had. I think it's diabetes. There we go. That's right. He's had diabetes for 20 years. Long time. While he was wrestling in the WWE back in the early 90s, that's when he first was diagnosed with it. So can you imagine wrestling 20 years with that? Having both your legs amputated and now being on life support? Now, wish him and his family well. I hope he comes out of it and does well. Anything to say about that?
Hang on a second, ladies and gentlemen. 1 second. All right, say it again.
I was asking your opinion about that.
I was kind of taking care of some of mother. Nature was calling. I take care of the business. So I repeat the question one time.
Oh, I was asking your opinion on Kamala's situation with him being on life support after battling diabetes.
Well, tell you what is sad. First of all, like he was already. I believe he was amputee, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Like you got giant. If he was in a wheelchair, had no legs or something like that.
Yeah.
That's really sad.
Yeah, that's sad. But again, I wish him and his family well. I hope he comes out of it. But let's talk about what happened. We're finally going to have an all-female Royal Rumble match.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, we got 20 minutes. So I'll tell you what, it's going to be historic. It's going to be awesome. In addition, like I said earlier, in addition to a traditional Royal Rumble match, we're going to have a female, all-female, first time ever. Believe me, I checked. Nowhere
That's right.
in any wrestling organization, nowhere has there been a female Royal Rumble match or Battle Royal match, whatever, all female. This is the first time that it's going to happen in WWE.
Yeah, it's going to work exactly like the men's Royal Rumble. It will be females from both Raw and SmackDown, and the winner of their Royal Rumble match will face their brand's champion at WrestleMania.
Wait a minute. What if we took it a step further at next year's Royal Rumble? What if we, instead of a female and a male, what if we dare? What if we have an intergender Royal Rumble match? Men and women in the same ring at the same time, Royal Rumble match.
I think that would be interesting. That would be very interesting.
And maybe, we could push the envelope any further. Not just the winner is the champion. The winner is the champion, period. Because the winner of that match, of the first ever intergender, whatever you want to call it, with men and women, the woman doesn't have to just have the women's championship. She can make history and be the first woman to hold a men's championship.
That's true. That would be very, very interesting to watch. I would pay to see something like that. That would be a fun match.
Yeah, but unfortunately, the creative department. Now, I'm not gonna say they might not do this. I'm not gonna say they won't, but 50% of the time they probably won't. But I predicted some stuff, and apparently it's been happening. Like I predicted Randy Savage in the Hall of Fame.
True.
Like, not Randy Savage, but most of my predictions of Hall of Famers are currently in the Hall of Fame now. So I don't know if that's coincidence or something's happening, but that'd be cool to see.
You know what? I'm glad you mentioned that because this past weekend, it's been very, very heavily rumored that there's already been 5 very possible names already rumored to go into next year's Hall of Fame, 2018. And so far, the names that have been rumored to be announced are the Dudleys for the tag team. You got Goldberg, the headline, Ivory representing the females, and of course, Bam Bam Bigelow to represent people who've passed away. And then then you got a celebrity inductee, which we didn't have one last year. That person being Kid Rock.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was shocked that we didn't have a celebrity Hall of Famer.
I was surprised too. And what boggles my mind is that why is not Cyndi Lauper in the Hall of Fame yet for their celebrity wing?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it makes no sense to me. Like, you got Drew Carey who made one appearance, but there's no Cyndi Lauper. Last year they could have put her in there, or Lawrence Taylor.
Huh?
Or Lawrence Taylor is another one.
Yes, sir. Now, for all you young folks that don't know who Cyndi Lauper is, she's the reason why she's one of the great, awesome people that brought wrestling and rock and roll together.
She sure did. She's one of the first.
Yes, sir. We got about 16 minutes.
Yes, I remember one time she was on receiving a gold record, and her and Captain Lou Albano got an award from Dick Clark. And I'll never forget this, and Roddy Piper came out and just ruined the whole thing. He took the gold record and smashed it over Captain Lou Albano's head, and he kicked Cyndi Lauper in the head. And after that, all hell broke loose. Yeah. Roddy Piper told the story about him. He had to leave the arena inside an ambulance so the fans won't attempt to kill him. That was crazy.
By the way,
that was a crazy story.
By the way, happy birthdays go out to this couple of people. First of all, the Texas rattlesnake, who happens to live a while from me. I don't know where exactly in Texas. He does live in Texas. The Texas rattlesnake, Stone Cold Steve Austin, that beer swelling foul SOB. Happy birthday, Steve.
Happy birthday, and I hope he will appear at Raw's 25th anniversary.
Also, the flexible, the lovely, she delivers satisfaction, Trish Stratus, who's a mom now. Happy birthday to you, lady. And
happy birthday to you too.
Sir.
Oh, I want to talk about the ROH pay-per-view real quick. That was a very, very tremendous pay-per-view. It was better than last night's Clash of Champions. Like, we got two new champions. The World Television Championship changed hands. Salinas Young is now the World Television Champion, and Dalton Castle, who beat Cody in his first reign as a ROH World Heavyweight Champion. That was a very, very good pay-per-view. And perhaps it may have been Bully Ray's final match. He teamed with Tommy Dreamer to face the Briscoe brothers in a New York street fight. And the Briscoe brothers won the match. It was a typical hardcore match, ECW type style hardcore match. I was shocked when the Briscoes won. I wasn't expecting them to win, but they won. With a 3D and an elbow drop through the table on Bully Ray to get the win. And it may have been Bully's last match.
Right. We got 13 minutes, y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you this. If you happen to be, well, I don't know if it's on pay-per-view or not. Well, I would like to see it. It's going to be January 4th, 2018, over the land of the rising sun. Chris Jericho will take on Kenny Omega for the United States.
That's right.
For the United States Championship.
That's right. And it will be Chris Jericho's first match in New Japan in over 20 years. If you can believe that. And his first WWE match, his first match outside of WWE since 1999. So, I'm predicting Kenny Omega to retain the championship and win the match.
By the way, little fun fact for you. New Japan Pro Wrestling. That's the only company I can see going head-to-head with World Wrestling Entertainment. The reason why I say that, because they've been around just as long as WWE has, and their founder is a WWE Hall of Famer, Antonio Inoki.
Yes, you're right about that.
The only company I can see going head-to-head with Vince.
I totally agree. Well, there is one way to watch New Japan's Wrestle Kingdom 12. New Japan has their own streaming service, just like WWE. It's called New Japan World, and it's exactly the same price as the WWE Network, $9.99. You get to watch every New Japan pay-per-view from the company's inception, when the company started back in 1972. So it's pretty much the same thing as a WWE Network. You get every live event, every past show. It's awesome. And next year, I think I'm going to make that one of my goals to get that streaming service.
Yes, sir. Jim is going to be good. By the way, if you go to teesprings.com / I'm pulling it up myself. Hang on a second. Since you're in the Christmas shopping mood, everybody, let's try to see here. 1 second. You got about 11 minutes. I'll try to pull this up right quick. I can give it to you properly. Okay. Teespring.com / wrestling-tracks. Teespring.com / wrestling-tracks. Our products are on there. You can get a t-shirt. David has a t-shirt available. Now, we can't do much about the prices. I'm sorry. But all you got to do, go to teespring.com. Hang on a second. Here you go. teespring.com /store / wrestling-tracks. And get what you want. You got a t-shirt, you got a mug, you got beach towel, you got a John May shirt, my shirt, all kind of cool stuff on there. And Merry Christmas to you.
That's right. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to everybody. And we don't have much time left, but there's one little thing I want to bring up. Rob Van Dam mentioned a couple of days ago that his wrestling days may be numbered because he just suffered a severe concussion. And he said he's been having vision problems, so that may be the end of his career.
Yes, sir. By the way, you're right. You got 9 minutes left. But we wish him the best of wishes.
So do I. And hopefully, if everything goes well, we may see him in the ring again. And I do know that WWE's Royal Rumble will be taking place in Philadelphia, the home of ECW. So I'm going to make a prediction. We're going to see at least one ECW original make an appearance in the Royal Rumble match.
That's going to be good, man. The land of extreme. And ECW.
Right. It can be anybody. It can be Dreamer. It can be the Sandman. It can be anybody. But I'm calling it now. I'm making a bold prediction. One surprise entrant, former ECW alumni.
That would be cool if a former ECW alumni won the thing, but that's probably not going to happen.
Yeah, that would be a weird thing, a weird curveball.
Yeah.
That would be interesting to see.
Y'all know we love y'all very much. We appreciate you guys, but unfortunately we are out of time for tonight. Don't worry, we'll be back. I don't know when, but we'll be back on the air. So until such time, check out all of our broadcasts leading up to tonight. Most of them are short, some of them are long, whatever your preference is. Check us out, BossRadio.com, WrestlingTracks.net. You can shop on there as well. And we'll see you guys next time. David Burton, Lee Houston. Good night, everybody.
Good night, people.